Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. A Reform councillor, Reform UK councillor from Falkirk, has spoken out about being accused of hate crime by an anonymous person, someone who hasn't even got the balls to stand up and say who they are when making the complaint. Now, what you have got, of course, is the right to get that person in a court and ask them. Now, you will have to go through the process of getting charged and having to go to court. But once you're there and pleading not guilty, you have the right to question that person. And at that point, if that person doesn't turn up, then you're free because the case cannot be answered. And the chances are that person won't turn up. But what was the heinous thing that this woman said? Well, Claire Mackey-Brown, as I say, she's a Reform UK councillor, was talking about Falkirk and the residents of Falkirk. She is now the subject of a police complaint and a probe by the local government, standards watchdog, over her comments and repeated appearances at anti-migrant protests. Well, she's entitled to attend a protest, so that's not a crime. There's a 22-page malicious complaint passed to the Ethical Standards Commission for Scotland over the things she said, these really heinous things she said. And I am going to repeat what she said, and you judge for yourself what an awful woman she is. She was talking about Falkirk and recent events, and she said there is a true unrest here. She said, and it's scary. It's scary as a local resident, someone who was born and bred here. That's it. That's what she said. The malicious complaint is that she shouldn't have said born and bred here. That's hate speech. No, it's not. If you're born and bred there, that's fact. Truth cannot be hate, can it? And they've gone to all this trouble of getting a police investigation. I'd like to see the cost of that. Going through the standards. I'd like to see the cost of that. All these things, potential charges, potential court case. She goes not guilty all the way. Another court case as it goes up to a jury. She then fights the thing in court. You then won't get the witness turning up because the witness will be too ashamed. And then you'll say, fine. And how much does that cost? And the complaint was over the words, born and bred here. Well, here you go. If I was standing in Ireland, I would be born in Ireland. I wasn't bred there. I was bred in England. You see, because of the Troubles. My parents brought me from Ireland to England because of the Troubles. And a lot that happened. A lot of people did. But, born and bred. My mother was born and bred there. That doesn't make it hate speech, does it? That's not a hate speech thing. How much money do the police waste on this? Police Scotland is a force that constantly complains it's got no money. Somebody had to make the decision that this needs to go all the way. I'm going to tell you why they made that decision. Not that they thought this was hate speech, because of course it isn't. It's because she's reform. This is political. This is a political investigation. It's apparent, it's clear, and whoever signed off on this needs to lose their job. Because this is an absolute waste of time and effort and money. It's a joke, and it's clearly aimed at trying to punish her for daring to be a reform candidate or a reform councillor. It is, it's beyond a joke. It's not even a joke. And the fact it comes from someone who is remaining anonymous. Well, I'm going to make it a thing now. If you, this is true. If you don't have the balls to stand up and complain in your name, then the police should say, well, I'm sorry, we cannot take that seriously. If we're going to push this forward as a complaint, we need your name. That's got to go out because you're going to be called as a witness. And then watch them go, oh, I don't want my name on it. Because they're all wankers. They're all spineless wankers who go, oh, she's reform, I'm going to make a complaint. And there's a word for that. And the word begins with C and ends with unt. But there we go. So she's written on her official sort of FB page and all that, saying, I received a malicious complaint from an anonymous person sent to multiple organisations, including the police, demanding I investigate for hate crimes due to me stating in a recent media that I am born and bred in Falkirk. Okay, so she's a Falkirk girl, right? probably lives near the wheel, which I will always tell people, if you're anywhere near, go and see. The Falkirk Wheel is amazing. But anyway, I'm not here from the Scottish Tourist Board, but do go and see it. They're also wanting me removed from my role as councillor for breaching the code of conduct, for simply doing my job I was elected to do, speaking up for my constituents and the people across Falkirk who have contacted me. She is not going to lose her job. She said the level of detail provided in this complaint it is a clear and calculated effort to destroy my credibility and silence me from highlighting the many issues affecting our town centre. Of course it is. This is lefties hating the idea that people aren't kowtowing to their beliefs. Well, I say this to you lefties, and I mean it from my heart. Go fuck yourselves. You absolute waste of dribble. You are. I mean, the best part about you, dribble down your mother's leg from the end of your dad's cock. Anyway, I fucking hate lefties. I rancidly hate lefties because they're all wankers, aren't they? Every single one of them. Look at this. Anonymous. Cowards. It's like when you see the hate not hope lot, and they hope not hate lot. They all put their masks on. Oh, got to cover your face because they're all fucking ashamed of themselves. Oh, don't see me. I'm not. Oh, I don't want my face on there. I'm spineless. I just want to shout a bit because I can't not do that word. But anyway, there we go. Good luck to her. Fuck the left. It's clearly political, and whoever's in the police that signed off on this investigation needs to be fired. Oh, I'm sorry about my rant, but things like this really do grind my shit to a very fine paste. Thanks very much. Bye.